LightMode, turn that frown around. Bright side vibes bouncing all around. Hopes bursting out, laughter everywhere. Packed with pure joy, we're taking you there. LightMode, wonder we bring. Good times forever, hear us sing. Feel the beat. Flip your feet.
Hey, welcome in once again to the LightMode Podcast, where we're here to, I don't know why, it's spooky season. It's already, it's after July 4th, so it's now officially spooky season. Anyway, I'm unhinged. Welcome into the 31st episode, where we're going to be talking about kindness tonight. The LightMode Podcast does exist. If it's your first time here, for whatever reason, if you have stumbled upon us, or maybe you heard about us at the bomb party, Biztopia, extravaganza, sparkly thingy, whatever that Katelyn went to this past weekend. Welcome in. We're here to flip your feeds, turn your doom scrolling into hope scrolling, to try to share with you some content creators from various different platforms that uplift, encourage, inspire, educate, so on, so forth, etc. We are excited that you guys are here. I am joined tonight. I shouldn't stop saying tonight, even though we do record these at night. I'm just happy everything works after the last hour that I spent fixing things. I don't understand it, guys. Profesh, I am not. But I'm joined by Katelyn and Matt, my illustrious co-hosts, who this would not be possible without them. I am forever thankful for them joining me. And Katelyn, since I already kind of threw you under the bus with your side gig and all things sparkly and fizzy, how's your week been?
It's been great, and I first want to apologize if you guys, I guess my boys are deciding to wrestle on the other side of the wall. I don't know if, like,
boys
y'all might
will be
hear something
boys.
randomly. They're okay. My husband's got them under control. It just might not sound like it. But no, this past week was awesome. Florida's hot. It's hot in Florida.
That's wet.
And it's like, it'll randomly, like, rain, but at least it's not all day. But yeah, I went to a conference down in Florida for my side gig, my fizzy business. Some people recently called it my fizness.
Getting down with the business. I love it.
And like John said,
that's funny.
On my outfits, every single one either had feathers, bedazzled, or sequins, or all three at the same time.
You were a walking fire hazard, is what you were.
Wow.
My feet are still recovering from my shoe selection that I decided to wear because the amount of walking that I had to do. But, you know, if I was going to do it, it's going to be glamorous. And I went extra, like 5-10 levels up extra.
Oh.
So.
Sorry, I'm very
testing your
I'm
camera.
very distracted by my new camera. I don't know
Or
if I
you
like
get
it.
dizzy.
It's showing like all my chaos behind me that's usually hidden in my musical instruments.
You should just sit a little bit farther this way so like they can see your shelves like I see my shelves.
Yeah, I guess.
There you go.
Got my squatch up there. Gotta represent
That's
destiny
cool.
and other things, but I don't know. I don't know if I like the whole face tracking thing. We may have to. I got to put something on that wall back there. I get easily distracted. It's like I have all the letters, ADHD, whatever. But I do apologize. I'm glad you had fun in your fizziness. Your fizziness. Maybe we need to give you a new
TikToks
title.
were filmed.
Your fizziness. You know.
Business.
Getting down with the business.
Now, do you have to dry clean all those sparkly outfits and feathers and stuff, or can you just throw them in the washing machine?
Probably. I purposely saved those pants. I wanted to wear them for other things, but I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to wash them. I don't know how I'm going to wash them, so I had to save them for this event specifically.
Yeah.
They're actually a lot more durable than I thought they were.
Okay.
I would imagine
I respect
you
it.
have to dry clean that.
I respect it. I could
in a
never
tumble
do it.
dryer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if y'all want to see all the content, it's all on TikTok. So
Yep, go follow her.
all the sparkles, all the glam.
Links in below, and it's also a good time to shout her out for her Bible and bling that she does every Tuesday as well. We also found out briefly, and Katelyn may get mad at me for this, but apparently she's a celebrity at this bomb party event. There was a lot of people that, hide in her chat and watch her, and they were like, "Oh, picture and an autograph for
You know what's great though?
her fizziness.
If you had to
We're not worthy.
what they knew me for.
Yeah.
If you had to guess what they knew me for, do you think they would know me more for the fizzness,
Makeup.
the Bible and bling, or the makeup? Which
gotta be
Bible and
makeup.
bling.
No,
Bible and bling.
Bible and bling.
Really?
Let's go. Let's go. That's called
Yeah.
making a positive impact.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
awesome.
So it's like, so everyone that came up to me was like, "Oh my gosh, I watched you. You inspire me with your devotionals. I can't wait till you release your devotional book. Please let me know."
Dude.
Blah blah blah.
That's awesome.
And asked to take a selfie with me. They watched me and they say Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week.
That's
And I was
awesome,
like-
Katelyn.
And then there was like one or two that knew about the makeup, but they know me more now because of Bible and Bling. So I thought that was really cool.
Honestly, like that's like if I was in your shoes, which I'm not, I feel like that would be like the biggest honor. Like
You don't want to be in my shoes. They hurt.
that's what it sounds like.
Very
You're
high
uncomfortable.
heels, like ridiculously high heels.
Yeah, I've tried. It doesn't feel good for no reason
I
other
feel
than
like
to
there's a
just.
story there, Matt.
I don't know. I just wanted to
You should say
understand.
that in a manly minute. Say that
just-
for a manly
I just wanted to understand, and I tried it, and I don't understand. It's just miserable.
We are men, manly men in tights, tights. You know.
So-
There you go.
Matt should have a manly minute, and I should have a glammy minute.
Glammy minute.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, maybe we need to change Bright Side with Katelyn to something more like the moment with her fizziness or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll have to work on that one. We'll have
What
to
was
work on
what
that.
was your comment, Matt, about her pants? It looks like she ran through a tackle shop and ended up.
Oh, that was supposed to be off air. I'm
Oh,
so
sorry.
sorry.
I thought it
all,
was.
all of our millions
No,
of
that
viewers
was a
are
great
gonna know.
comment though. That was a great comment though. It was a great description of what the feather part of
Yeah.
the pants looked like.
Yeah.
And then the dangly sequins. So
It was
Yeah.
better than my comment of wanting to chase her with scissors. I mean, you went to like you wanted to murder her, and I was like, no, I just wanted to cut all the little dangly things off.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I would like to see you try to put some hooks on those pants though. You don't even need a fly fishing rod. You can just walk into
You
the
just
water
walk through the water.
and you probably just gets all the trout just going
I'm
up her
sure
pants.
because all of the sparkles. Yeah, because it's like a
Interesting.
4-inch dangle of bead of like
Oh my
diamonds. And then it's got like feathers that are like this long as well. So.
Good grief.
Wow.
And they're all pink.
Wow.
Of course they are. Because of course they are.
And you can, when everybody, all my friends there, they were like, Katelyn, we can hear you walk and come to us before we see you. Because you could hear the bedazzledness going cling, cling, cling.
It sounds like you
cling
need
as
to
I
get your
walk
husband
through.
Zach a matching vest to maybe wear to church, so you can have companion outfits.
Zach in a bedazzled vest.
If
That would be
only.
quite the sight.
Hey, you don't know until you try, right?
See, I have the same
He's not that
problem
adventurous.
with audio preceding me with my pants is specifically why I don't wear Velcro anymore. Well, that the fact
Velcro
that-
pants?
or not Velcro.
Sounds-
What's the word I'm looking for? Corduroy. That's the word I'm
Okay.
looking
I was gonna say Velcro pants sounds horrible.
for. Velcro pants would be very bad.
Sounds terrible.
But corduroy pants,
Just
when you
rip.
get a little bit of that chub rub, not only are you going to start a fire between your legs, everybody can hear you coming. It's that whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh no.
Yeah, imagine that with a lot of feathers and a lot of sequins.
Yeah, it's a walking fire hazard. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Matt, how's your week been, man?
Pretty good. We're kind of resetting after last week. Our older boys were at grandma camp, so
Grandma
they
camp.
every summer my mother-in-law has grandma camp where all the grandkids come to her house for 4 or 5 days, and it's just chock full of activities and all that. They sleep over there.
love
They
that.
live there for a week, so that's really cool. Generally the rule has been if you're potty trained, you can go to grandma camp. So we were feverishly working to get our 3-year-old potty trained, and he's been doing great. But then there was a little bit of a shift in how that played out, so he wasn't able to attend this year. But he went to some of the day events and had a good time. But I will say, my wife and I went on a nice date to a local steakhouse. Had a really good tomahawk steak. It was my first time actually having Prime 88.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
So I
and I were just talking about that place tonight.
Oh, dude, yeah, the most expensive meal of my life, but it was pretty good. It was really good. It was a fun experience. I mean, it was like a full 2-hour experience at dinner. I don't know. It's cool to have something like that. And
it's one of those old school classic steakhouses, right? Like where they wheel the cart out and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you set my steak on fire in front of me. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome, dude. What'd you say, Katelyn?
Ooh, STK.
Have y'all eaten at STK?
STK. No.
I've never even heard of STK.
Apparently, it's a fancy steak restaurant. I went to it at Disney Springs. Of course, your girl didn't eat any of that stuff. I got french fries, but
you don't know what you're
it's
missing,
very
Katelyn. Steak
expensive.
is just...
Dude, I did get a side of truffle fries with my steak, and oh my goodness, those were dangerous. Yeah, those were good. So,
and pricey, I'm sure.
I mean, we are not going to talk about that. But yeah, it was good. It was really good. It was a fun experience. Definitely. I mean, if you're in this area, it's probably the finest dining you
it's
get.
Such a random spot too.
It's
in like the middle
it
of car dealerships and doctors' offices.
Yes,
and it's bam, Prime 88.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, it actually used to be like an indoor baseball training facility. I know the guy who sold the building to them. And,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it was totally random. And the owners, I think, were local business people that sold their business and wanted to get in the restaurant biz. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was a good experience. Yeah.
Did you plan the date?
Did I? Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I threw a couple options out there.
That was very kind of you.
Oh.
Put up, bum.
You see how I pulled that in there?
Oh, kind. Thank you. I was like, oh no, am I stepping into some kind of drama here?
No.
Oh no.
I was pulling it back into the theme of the podcast.
Katelyn's just trying to keep us on track.
No, that's good. That's good. I got really scared that me
Is that a euphemism?
I thought, I don't know. Anyway.
So you guys got to spend some time, even though, I mean, I'm assuming, did Wells...
Oh, he stayed... Yeah, no, it was just us, no kids.
That's awesome.
That's the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a special occasion. So it was definitely fun.
Those are important.
Yeah.
Those are very important. We've talked about it too. In fact, like I just said, Amy and I were talking about it tonight. Going to Prime 88, it's just, I don't know,
do it.
The amount of money that you spend at Prime 88, it's let's go spend the night at a hotel somewhere, and go to the beach the next day. And I don't know, it really is.
Yeah.
It's worth the money, I think, on probably big anniversaries and special events and stuff like that. But it's not. I'm not saying Matt's rich, guys, but Prime 88 ain't cheap. He must love his wife or like steak. I'm just saying,
Both, obviously, but I ordered. I mean, he kind of read the menu and the specials and everything, and then he's like, "And this isn't actually on the menu, but we also have tomahawk steak."
Ooh.
And I'm like, "Ooh!" And so I'm like, "Let's do that before I knew the price." And then I'm like, "What is the price?" Just so we know. And he said the price. I'm like, "Oh!" But I'm like, "There's no backing out now." So, yeah.
Well, and the older I get, honestly, when it comes to money, when it comes to things like that, yeah, it's a meal, but it's more than a meal. It's a memory.
Yeah.
And it's an event that you and McKenna will remember probably for a long time. It's one of those milestone events that you guys will still talk about years from now.
Oh yeah.
Go big or go home. Money is fleeting. It comes, it goes. When you have the opportunity to do it, just do it and experience life. It's so worth it.
It's good. I went big and then I went home. It was great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm jealous. The other steakhouse I think we were talking about too is up in Crystal River, Cane's. I don't know if you've had a chance to go there yet, but Cane's Cattle Company. It's
not Cane's Furniture. Okay.
No, it's not on the level of Prime 88. It's more like a smaller boutique restaurant. But my wife loves seafood, and they had a social media post with steak and crab legs, and we were both like, "That looks
we're
pretty
talking."
good." because food is the center of our life and relationship.
I went out of my comfort zone, and granted it was dessert, but still out of my comfort zone. I actually tried some things at Disney Springs. We did it for a video. So me and two girls that we stayed an extra day.
That peer
we went
pressure
to
will
one
get you
of
every time.
Disney Springs desserts. Well, it was more. This is so bad. Matt's gonna laugh. It was more for aesthetic purposes. Because it's like these desserts were super cute.
Aesthetic.
Oh my goodness.
That is such a social media girl influencer statement.
So, we all got one of the desserts, and we all sat, y'all are gonna cringe, we all sat on one side of the table. I propped up my mini tripod and put my phone up. We had our ring light inside the thing.
Hey, you gotta do it for the gram.
We recorded us trying it. We did. So, that video might be posted tomorrow, but it y'all have heard on the podcast before, and if you haven't, I struggle with something where I have a fear of trying foods. I'm more apt to try desserts versus savory food.
Yeah, because they're
but
awesome.
there were flavors on this flavors and textures I don't mix together. And so there was this one Mickey dessert. It looked like Mickey Mouse. It had chocolate ears, and it had I like chocolate mousse, and I like white chocolate mousse, and it had both of those. But then it had a jelly kind of globe top, and then it had the ears. And then there was one that was like a cheesecake, which I do like cheesecake, but it had a blueberry mousse on top with some other jelly stuff. And then there was another one that was a key lime pie, but it had grapefruit jelly and a grapefruit mousse and some other things. So lots of different textures, lots of different flavors. And I tried every single one of them. And I got a video.
Good job.
So I was quite proud of myself.
Good job.
Yeah.
Cue that yay soundtrack.
I'll insert that. Yay!
No, that's awesome. That sounds really good.
And as soon as she stops talking, then her video comes into focus. I don't understand it.
Oh, she got the bug this week.
Am I playing Matt today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
know what? I'm actually.
This was those desserts.
What in the? Oh, those are.
I've seen those before. Yeah.
Those are a little bit
Exactly
too
what you're talking about.
perfect. Those are too crisp.
Yeah,
looking.
they were.
What am I looking at on the right?
I was gonna say.
Oh, it's Mickey's hat.
Lots of different.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking.
It was
like a butt, like a peach.
It was Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, chill out. No.
He's got some gains,
Yeah. Walt Disney didn't die for that. Oh, man.
Oh man,
those look really good. I'd love to try them. We got some decadent chocolate cake after our steak dinner, so that one. I don't know. I'm a sucker for
you can't go wrong with
cake.
a good chocolate cake.
Yeah.
You ever heard that? This might be dating me, and I know Bill Cosby isn't exactly socially acceptable anymore. But when I was growing up, he was awesome. I had I had vinyl records of some of his stand-up that were passed down, and he does this whole stand-up routine about chocolate cake for breakfast, and it is just choice. He's making the argument as a father whose kid wants chocolate cake for breakfast, and he doesn't want to have to fix breakfast. It's it's got milk in it. It's got
That's true.
Flour in it. It's got eggs in it. He's like,
might as well be a pancake.
It's basically chocolate chip pancakes.
Oh, you're not wrong.
It's basically what it is.
You're not wrong about that, Bill.
Yeah. Just, don't try to slip a roofie into the slice.
You know.
This is a family podcast, though, so let's move on from that.
Yeah. Bill ended up not being kind.
Oh, man.
Don't be like Bill.
Gosh, that just
How's doing,
me.
John?
Well, what's funny is Katelyn remembers this. Katelyn and I have been trying to do this podcast thing for a while. We've made multiple attempts at recording videos and doing different things. And you were with us when we were doing the kids, right? Recording their reactions to things.
Yeah.
And Dustin,
the candy.
Dustin
and the
was
Halloween
there,
candy.
and he had his pocket milk, and he did the whole Bill Cosby routine.
Yep.
We could suffice to say we couldn't show any of it because it was totally inappropriate.
I was gonna say,
and
that was
it would just
God's
gotten us
providence.
Canceled immediately. My son and his best friend made remarks about shall we say, people with special needs that could never be published anywhere.
No.
It was so bad.
It was just
oh
bad.
my gosh, I forgot
So
about all
bad.
that.
And I'm sitting there behind the camera, and I'm like,
It was so bad.
guys, we're never going to be able to show this to anybody. You got to stop.
Oh,
It was so
Anyway.
bad.
no. So here we are. We're doing it.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from all the bad stuff. But, you know, before we get into the content creators and all that stuff, I just wanted to say, God, you know, this summer's been a learning lessons for me. I just got back from a business trip where I got to meet with some people that I was telling Matt before we started recording. Like, I've learned to appreciate the room that I'm in, right? And the audience that I'm speaking with. There was a point in time in my life where I looked around the room like, I don't belong here. Like, what am I doing in this spot? And God has taught me over the years to accept where he leads you and places you. And this last week, man, it was such an opportunity to use my experiences and use what the Lord has taught me in my insight and my philosophies on church ministry and all that kind of stuff to help guide and direct some pretty influential people. And I've just been dumbfounded and amazed at God's hand through it all. So I wanted to bring that up and say, you don't always understand what God's doing in your life and where it's leading you, but usually there will come a point when you're standing in that room or in that conversation or in that moment and you're like, wow, everything I have done has led up until this point right now. My family, I think, is even more thoroughly convinced that the enemy was trying to take me out with that car accident. Especially when I look at the level of influence that I'm having in these conversations, and what it could mean for kingdom ministry and kingdom work and the move of God in an entire region. And it's like, I'm so honored and humbled that I have the opportunity to even speak into that, but more so honored and humbled that the Lord has let me go through all of these life experiences so that I would be there at this point in time for, you know, as they say in the church, for such a time as this. And it's just been, I would like to encourage everybody who maybe feels like they're wandering, feels like they don't understand why God has them going through what they're going through, feels like they're stagnant maybe in their ministry or their career or this, that, or the other. I would just encourage you guys, keep your eyes focused on the Lord, keep chasing him, being obedient to what he has placed in front of you and honoring him in what you're doing. And eventually you'll understand why God is bringing you through that. We're telling you to wait. We're telling you to go. Whatever it is, he will show you what it's for someday. And I am not saying like I've reached the pinnacle or I'm done, but it was just quite an experience over this past week to look back and say, okay, God, I understand even more that I need to trust you because you know what you're doing, right? Like we should ever really question that, but it was just a confirmation.
Yeah, living in expectancy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like if the Bible says, I've told many people about this because I had to first discover it myself and then constantly remind myself, as John knows, just to like, the Bible says God turns all things into good. His plan is perfect. And so if we know what his word is true and the Bible says that, then we have to live in expectancy, knowing that whatever season we're in, whatever place in life, whatever trials we're facing, he has a plan and purpose for it, even though we don't see it. And rainbows come after a storm and they come after the rain. And that's something that's beautiful. So you have to live in expectancy, knowing like, okay, God knew this was going to happen. Yep. I don't understand it. I don't know why, but I can't wait to see what he's going to do with this later on.
Absolutely. Cool. So that was how my week's been. I just have been that. I couldn't wait to share that. But so we're going to move into our content creators this week. Before we do that, if you've watched this far, we're now 25 minutes into it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. Smack that notification bell so you're notified every time we do an upload. We do upload a new episode every Saturday morning, both on YouTube and on our audio platforms, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, etc., etc., etc. Most importantly, if you do like hanging out with us and watching these videos, share it with a friend. We are still trying to grow the channel. We are rocking and rolling, still that upward trend. I believe we hit 56 subscribers. I think it was a friend of Katelyn's. Actually, if you want to shout her out, is it what's her name?
Miss Parker.
Miss Parker.
She is a huge hype queen. Like, she literally just goes. What she does is she spreads positivity and kindness by supporting so many different content creators out there. Whether it's for the fizzy business or whatever, she goes, she shares, she posts, she comments, and she floods people's chats.
That's awesome.
With light and love and positivity.
That's cool.
And so I told her about the podcast, and I said, go do all the little things with it, and boy, did she.
Yeah,
so,
she did.
Miss
Wow.
Parker, shout out to you.
Way to go.
So,
Thank you.
all right. So once again, with this podcast, we like to highlight different creators. In preparing, we caught some clips of Matt's creator, and I have no idea which direction this is going in, guys. Just for a warning, but Matt has to go first.
The theme is kindness, y'all.
The theme is kindness, and I have no idea how he's tying this in. But let's go there.
So, are you going to explain it to us prior to, or do we need to?
Yeah. Let me just preface this a little bit. So I've come to the realization I'm not the best like social media guy. Like, I don't remember the last time I actually posted something. But that aside, I don't feel like I follow like a lot of like content creators on like Instagram or whatever. But
I make it so
there's
easy
some, like,
for you though, Matt. It's like, all these diverse topics that are not similar whatsoever.
So that's the perfect segue. I think I've exhausted every kind, gentle, warm creator I follow. I'm like, I don't really follow a lot of just kind like people for the sake of kindness. That sounds terrible. Like, a lot of the people I follow are kind, but like, we've done a lot of the videos where it's like, people on the street, like, here's $1,000, like, let your life be changed, like that kind of stuff. We've done that, and I love it. It's cool. I've exhausted, I think, my like personal Rolodex of content creators that are just like kind people. So I was just looking through my it's like my special list, and this guy's on that. Special creators who they're just doing things, and I appreciate the kindness that he shows his patrons and the way he just puts his heart and soul into his business. So without further ado, let's watch him. dcplateking. It's that first video in the middle at the top.
This one,
I think it's a perfect example of what he's all about.
The one we clicked on, and I was
you're about to jump headfirst into my creator.
All right, so it's dcplateking Bill Flannery on Insta. Let's experience it together, shall we?
Yeah.
Everybody, hi. Let's roll out the small carpet of excitement from the corner of my dining room table for Jacob G. There it is for Jacob G. Jacob G has ordered a fork bucket, 30 miscellaneous forks all in one bucket with a handle that works. I test every single handle. And as always, Jacob G will get a spin.
That's very kind.
We'll crack the bucket. Jacob G will get a spin of the wheel. And let's see what Jacob G wins. There's so many fun and exciting things.
It's
here
all
on
utensils.
The wheel.
Wait, no, there's
For Jacob
sunglasses.
G.
Not all.
Jacob G, let's keep our hearts and minds open for Jacob G. And what do we have for Jacob G? Jacob G received a...
Jacob G got these. Beautiful pair of sunglasses to go with his fork bucket. Things are looking up for Jacob G. Remember,
Now they're all
the
scratched.
wheel knows your name, and it spins for Jacob G. Jacob G. Jacob G.
Everybody, hi.
There you go.
Roll up the small
So,
carpet of excitement.
Welcome to the world of DC
Small
Plate King.
carpet of excitement.
He is just his own breed.
I don't understand, Matt.
Just watch these videos through the lens of kindness. He
How does he
wanted
have
to go.
132,000 people following him?
Listen, I don't know, but
There's somebody out there for everybody, John.
what I do know is someone in my life is going to get gifted one of these random fork buckets for an upcoming holiday birthday. It's just a matter of time. So.
Oh my! Yes, white elephant gift right now. Yes.
Yeah, but there's two things.
It's gonna be John.
Oh, yes. Let me know which utensil you're running low on in your drawer. If it's forks or spoons, just so I can.
I think it's gonna be spoons.
I would die.
Noted.
Hey Matt, if you got someone a bucket of spoons, make sure you supply them also with a deck of cards so they can play the game spoons.
Ooh, that's it's all up to the wheel. I mean, it's the wheel is the extra gift here, so it's really all up to what that decides. But
so what's with a small carpet?
It's a small carpet of excitement.
It's a carpet of excitement, John.
What's not to love about
Do
that?
you not get it? It's to get you excited.
Here, watch the next one.
This one?
The one on the far
He's
left in the
rolling
middle.
out the carpet for his
Far
followers.
left.
That's so
This one?
kind.
Yeah.
That one? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Hey everybody, hi. Let's roll out the small carpet of excitement for Rem. Hey, the forks are poking me. They're poking while I try to roll out, Rem. And now I flicked it. I was able to do it. And it got 2 small carpets of excitement. This one, which is my new favorite.
What's happening right now?
The evil eye, or the eye. I have the tiger. And this one, also very nice, for Rem. Let's see. Fork bucket, we're going to crack the lid. We also got this. 18 more additional forks. I hand-picked these.
Special order.
Put them in the bucket.
Very kind.
They're
Very
kind of
kind
pokey.
of
Look at this big one. That's a
kind of
gigantic fork. It's almost like a serving fork, Rem. 30 miscellaneous forks in a bucket with a handle that works. Now this bucket is pretty doggone heavy. I can feel my shoulder weakening each time I lift it.
What is
The
that?
handle, it's holding. The
What is
handle is holding, Rem, and it's your spin of the wheel. Your special spin. Rem, this is a gift from someone special that cared that so much about you to seek out the weirdest and most whimsical and wonderful gift. So I hope we do them right.
The music,
This is
man.
a great, exciting, and
What is that?
life-changing event. The spin of the wheel. And you're getting this. Wow, you're winning on all stages here of the wheel. This is Epicurean. This is a small cutting board. Epicurean makes compressed paper cutting boards here in the United States that are good for the
Wow.
environment.
Fun
They're
fact.
made of compressed paper, easy to cut on, very
It's
nice
good
to
that it's
use,
going in a
easy
bucket
to
with a
clean,
handle that actually
sanitary
works.
For Rem.
Yeah.
fork bucket.
Very
Remember,
kind of him to
Rem.
check that.
The wheel knows your name now, and it spins for you and your special gift.
Matt, how did you find this?
Hey, everybody,
cute?
hi. Let's roll out
I like
the
to
small carpet
I like to say it found me.
Your algorithm terrifies me, Matt.
It's a weird one.
You sent me one of our throwback ones the other day on a message on Instagram. It was the was it Rock and Roll Kitchen? What was the name of that creator?
Oh yeah.
The heavy
I think that
metal
was one,
guy
yeah.
with the walk.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
You just never know. So that I don't know. I really appreciate this guy because this is about as out of the box as you can get. There's some videos with like walls and stuff. He really likes ledges too. That's kind of a different side quest. I don't really know.
Ledges?
I don't know. I don't know
It's a different
all that
side
much.
quest. He doesn't understand it.
Different. I mean, if you want to go and learn, go to the top video. I mean, it's really this top pinned video. That's the ledge side of his Instagram.
This one?
Or back on his reels. Yep,
This
and
one?
just that first one. Yeah.
All right. You know what? What the heck? One more.
Why not? Why not?
Hey everybody,
you
hi.
guys know what
my
the one
daughter
word
Maddie's
does to
in
us.
town for a short while. It was a perfect opportunity for me to show her, my daughter, about grabbing ledges. She didn't seem that interested, but most kids don't understand the power their parents have and the role in shaping them as adults. And this is a great chance for Maddie to see exactly what her dad could do with these ledges. These ledges
Very
were
kind.
at
Very
one
kind.
of my favorite bakeries, Manifest Bread in Riverdale Park, Maryland. They have plenty of ledges for their tinned seafood. The type of seafood I can afford most is the tinned type of seafood. There's a ledge there And in a minute, I'm going to release off
He
of
should be a
this
rock
ledge.
climber.
You'll see. Watch this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and release. I released onto this lower ledge near the pastry case and took a peek inside so people wouldn't think, hey, why is this weird guy grabbing ledges? And then this ledge was real far away, but I have a long arm, so I was able to just reach it with my finger, the tip of my ledge finger. Hey, everybody, hi.
I wish I had the cojones to create content like this. Like, his daughter looked like, Dad, not again.
Just get me out.
Please
Get me out
stop.
of this video.
I just love how he calls himself out. He calls himself out in his own videos.
Yeah.
He's like, I needed to peer in to the case of sweets so they didn't think, like, who is this weird guy?
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
just grabbing onto the counter.
So, just so that I understand, the premise is you can purchase these buckets.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming purchase spins of the wheel to go with the bucket.
I think that's actually out of the kindness of his heart as an online
Oh, so the spinning is just
retailer.
a
The spin
bonus.
is free. It's a free gift with purchase. So
Okay.
again, very, very kind. Kindness exemplified through the entire purchasing process.
Does
And it's random
McKenna know
assortment
about
of
this
forks
creator?
and spoons.
Does
She loved it.
Okay.
I showed it to her for the first time today, actually, and she just she solidified the fact that I should be sharing him tonight. It just felt right. So
I'm almost scared to click on some of these other like amazing things, and
I don't even know. Yeah.
this is a very unique. This is
We
probably
should-
the most unique creator you've shared yet, Matt. This is on
I
We
mean,
should have,
deep
like,
cut into the mind of Matt Prouty.
yeah.
Or can we
You've given me
highlight
some
McKenna
confines.
in the podcast?
We
Can
should.
we highlight McKenna in the podcast? Can, like, going forward, can we, like, John, can you create a stamp that, like, when Matt's turn to show his creator, if he got it McKenna approved? Like, the stamp of approval from McKenna.
I like that.
We can work on something. Maybe we can get
Just-
if you can take a picture of McKenna doing like a thumbs up, and you just bam.
Yeah. Certified fresh. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's definitely if you're looking for something different, there it is. There it is.
Wow.
You're welcome.
DC Plate King Bill Flannery.
Yeah. Yep.
This, Matt, you might need to go talk to somebody, man. Like this kind of
I'm talking to you guys.
disturbing.
Just wait till
It made me
Christmas
laugh,
comes.
so that works, you know. Dude, if you walk up to me one day with a bucket of forks, or I open my door and there's a delivery of a bucket of spoons, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have to hit record, and y'all gonna watch me just die right there. Probably gonna have a coronary from laughing so hard.
Oh man.
Like, that would be great.
All right,
Yeah.
Katelyn, you ready to do yours?
Sure.
Sure. All right. So,
Yeah,
Katelyn,
like Matt, I also struggled.
I think we
Because
all
I
struggled
wish
because
I
we.
wanted
I
to
think
know.
we've been
struggled.
exhausted.
Wait.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything about
I
struggle
almost
here.
Considered, I almost wanted to highlight one of the ones that I have done because there are updates to some of the things that we showed. But I decided to pick someone different. So this person, his name is Sam. And I found him recently. And the type of content creators I like, and John, I think that you resonate with this type of creator as well. People who have that motivational type of inspiring words of wisdom or courage or affirmation type of stuff. And he does that. And some of the things that he says really motivates people. It really puts yourself in perspective if you're going through something or you feel like a friend is going through something. You can tell he is definitely on the right track of like living out his purpose that God has created him for. So bear with me. Go to his reels. Do the The taco one.
The taco
middle
one?
John.
Okay. So it's Sam Demma. Katelyn forgot to actually introduce who the creator was, so I'll just go ahead and do that.
I said
for you.
Sam.
She sent me an ancient link to this old, outdated social media site called Facebook. So I had to go look them up on Instagram. So we could actually. Well, I'm just messing with Katelyn. I have to. All right. So that's one taco.
Meta's Meta, so it's on Instagram and Facebook.
Wow.
I called one of my best friends. His name's Andrew. He picked up the phone, and the first thing he told me, Sam, I'm still lying in bed. It was 2 p.m., y'all. Have you ever had one of those days? One of those days where you want to pull the sheets over your face and do absolutely nothing? I thought to myself, if Andrew's still in bed at 2 p.m., he's probably not feeling so great. Maybe there's something you could do to make him feel better. Phone call ends, I go on his social media, and because he's over the age of 35, he still uses this platform called Facebook. And I came across a post that said, my vote for dinner tonight is hashtag tacos. Simplest idea crossed my mind. I'm like, Andrew likes eating tacos. What would happen if I surprised Andrew with tacos? I go on Uber Eats. I find this taco dinner for 2. I purchase it, put a special note for the delivery person that says, hey, these tacos are from your friend Sam. He hopes you feel better. You know when you order food on Uber, you can watch the car drive down all the streets? Like a little Pac-Man video game? Pac-Man is a game that your teachers and staff played growing up. I finally get the notification. The tacos have been delivered. Less than 45 seconds pass before my phone rings. It's a FaceTime call from my best friend Andrew, sitting beside his wife Emily on bar stools in front of his kitchen countertop. There's a box of tacos open behind them, and they're bawling their eyes out. You ever try to cry and talk at the same time? Andrew's looking at me sounding like this. I'm like, dude, it's 2 tacos, relax. He's like, no, it's not just 2 tacos. It's all the things you didn't know. You see, you had no idea me and my wife had to shut down our business last week. You had no idea we had to lay off 4 employees because we can't afford to pay them anymore. We don't know how we're gonna put food on our table for the next 6 months. Maybe for you, it's just 2 tacos in a box, but for me and my wife, this is a moment of hope we're gonna remember for the rest of our lives. I looked at Andrew, I was like, he's like, Sam, it's not about buying people food. It is simply about recognizing that one of the most meaningful aspects in life is being of service to other human beings. I called one of my best friends. His name's Andrew.
That's good.
He picked up.
That's very good.
So it's like he's young. He has such wisdom for his young age, and then he's a motivational speaker, and that's something that I think that's something that I would love to do. I aspire to do, and he just spreads kindness and in what he does and just speaking with people. So like his clips on his social media are of him speaking somewhere or like a part of a podcast or just other things, and they're just snippets of words of wisdom and in a lot of ways how to spread kindness and things like that. So anything that you pick should be
Are we gonna when you release your book, Katelyn, you're gonna have to come to Florida on your book tour, right? So Matt and I can go get a signed copy. Just saying, this is just foreshadowing.
I haven't even gotten that far of thinking of a book tour. I have thought about. I did open a book though, John, and saw the intro type of thing, and I was like, oh, okay.
The
I see what
forward.
you're talking about now.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was in Hobby Lobby and I was looking at devotionals, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to let me, but I called dibs. I'm just saying. I'd love to write the forward of at least one of your devotional editions. So.
I would be honored.
All right, will your kids tell stories about you? Let me check that one out.
He said that he woke up one morning and he called his dad, my grandfather, and he said, Dad, can you please come help me tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., do yard work? And my grandfather was like, yep, I'll be there. And my dad wakes up next morning, 7 o'clock, gets all ready and dressed and goes outside, and the job is finished because my grandfather chose to show up at 4 a.m., do all the work while my dad was still asleep, and ask for a coffee on his way to his first job. Go the extra mile. He said that he woke up one morning and he called his dad, my grandfather.
They don't build them like that anymore.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So a lot of his videos are just positive. They're kind.
Well, let me take a look at the reels here, because some of these might just be posts.
Yeah, usually the pinned ones are pretty stellar.
We already saw the taco thing. Let's find out about Linda.
Yeah.
When I checked into the hotel, I saw the lady's name behind the counter. It said Linda. And I was like, Linda, I'm not from here. Do you have any recommendations on things that I should do while I'm in town? And she looks at me and she says, actually, sir, I'm not from here either. I just moved here. I don't have any recommendations for you. I'm like, no way. Where'd you move from? She's like, Kenya. I was like, no way. I just spent 6 weeks in your country. I fell in love with the community, the culture, the food, the people. We even went to this small little rural village called Gatundu where the people speak Kikuyu. And she looked at me and she said, Demo Gekoyo, which means I'm a Kikuyu person. And I said, Asha, Linda, Demo Gekoyo. Stop it. I'm a Kikuyu. And she's like, no, you're not. Stop lying. My name is Kimani. What's your name? And she's like losing her mind. Pulls out her phone, makes a call, has a 3-minute conversation with somebody from back home where she's from. And she hangs up the phone and she says, if you ever come back to Kenya, you'll always have a place to stay. You will always have food to eat. Consider yourself a new member of our family. And then she upgraded our hotel rooms.
That's
I
cool.
need to make this very clear. Kindness can never be used as a strategy, but if you choose to live a life filled with kindness, filled with compassion and love, it will open doors for you. When I checked into the hotel, I saw the lady's name behind.
He
That's
did
cool.
another
Very on
video
theme.
I watched earlier.
Yeah.
Say what?
He did another video where that he said that like saying someone's name, like just kind of like that, like just saying someone's name when you go to a checkout line, like he was going through and like buying groceries and then doing a checkout and then looked at the person and said their name and he said, she looked at him like, how do you know my name? And he's like, I looked at your name tag. And then like she proceeded to like check out the books and each book was $5 a piece and she said, here you go. And she's like, it's $5. She's like, no, you did it wrong. There's more books there. She's like, no, you got it wrong. It's $5. He's like, but that's stealing. She's like, no, I'm an employee. That's an employee discount. Now get out of here. Just because like the fact that he like said her name and like
That's
recognized her and gave her the time of day and was kind to her.
You can never go wrong
That's
with
cool.
kindness.
Yeah.
And, you know, you also never know what a smile will do or mean to somebody. What this world is, we're crazy. This world's just crazy. And, you know, we've talked about it before. Like, if you work in youth ministry or you work around teenagers, take the time, if they allow you to give them a hug, to talk with them, because a lot of them go through life without that kind of interaction. The same thing for people, especially if they work in the service industry, to humanize them, to treat them like a real person, not just an automaton checking you out or taking your return or whatever it is. Like that can make the difference. As someone who used to work retail, that can make a difference in their entire day. Sometimes week, sometimes even bigger. Never go wrong with kindness. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's Sam Demma. Definitely uplifting, definitely impactful in his stories and content. You know, Katelyn, I could see you doing something like this someday. Just saying.
That's I would love to do it. That'd be the dream, that's for sure.
But God. You never know where he's going to take you, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's got to release me from some other things first, that's for sure.
Well, and he will when it's time. When that time comes. So, my creator, you know, like you guys, I don't know why. I mean, we've got such diverse topics that have been our themes here lately. But I was also struggling trying to find a creator to pick. And I went down this winding path of different things that I've experienced in life, and I landed back on something that, once again, is personal to me. It's from my time spent in Master's Commission, my time spent in Atlanta. It's a ministry in Atlanta. So it's not really so much of a social media creator. They do have an Instagram page. They do have a YouTube, but they're not super active online. In fact, they're most active on LinkedIn, which is a platform I don't really like that much. But anyway, the ministry and the creator is called SafeHouse Outreach. It used to be called, back in the day when I was with them and working with them, called SafeHouse Atlanta. It was started by a guy named Philip Bray back in 1982. And what it is an outreach ministry that has been going on for, 43 years, 44 years now, specifically to the homeless and disadvantaged on the streets of Atlanta. I know I've already highlighted a creator before, City of Refuge, that does similar type things, but City of Refuge and SafeHouse Atlanta used to always work hand in hand together when they were getting started. So it's two different missions in the same city, accomplishing the same goal. And so what they do is they help people transition from homelessness into more permanent situations. They help them with getting IDs. They help them with getting the right documentation that they need and education, getting cleaned up. They also have a specific ministry where they work. There's a not so nice part of Atlanta that deals with some of the more seedy things of the human condition, and paying for certain services and this, that, or the other. I could tell you some stories, not on this podcast, but I can tell you some stories of some horrible situations that have happened that people were taken out of because of this ministry, and rescuing them from a life of prostitution, drugs and alcohol and other different things. I've always been an advocate of helping homeless and less fortunate, and there's a lot of people get it mixed up when people want to like stop and give money out the window at like a stoplight, so on and so forth. I don't normally do that in and of myself because I know ministries like this exist. And it's usually the people that don't want to follow the rules, that actually don't want to get off the street and want to continue in the lifestyle, that stay on those street corners. And this is nothing against them necessarily, but if you're going to give money, give it to ministries like SafeHouse, or other one. I'm sure, I can almost guarantee it, if you live near a big city, there's a similar type ministry in that city doing this kind of work and doing this mission. To me, this is kingdom purpose. This is kingdom work. This is going to the least and the lost and being Jesus with skin on. So they've actually grown significantly since I was with them. Back when I was with them, they used to do like a little training course and you could get a certificate. I tried to find it before recording tonight, but I couldn't dig it out of all the boxes that I have. You're certified, what do they call it? Inner city missionary through SafeHouse Atlanta. Because we went through like a 6 to 7 week course of learning how to work with people and to pray for them and to minister to them in the places that they're at. So they do food, they do halfway houses to transition people off the streets. And like I said, they're not huge on content creation, but they do have some clips of some of the stuff that they've done. And I know they partner with other ministries too. So some of these are kind of part and parcel with them partnering with other ministries. But here's a great example of this guy who is going through that transition from homelessness into a more stable situation.
With drugs or whatever. In the process of me becoming homeless, I became real depressed, went into a real down spiral, living on the streets, living in abandoned apartments.
How long were you outside?
I was outside for like 2 years. SafeHouse helped me with food stamps, helped me with, my, like I say, ID, social security card, and birth certificate. Ended up having this housing program thing come up.
Tell me about the first day walking in.
First day of walking in, it was like, I took a hot shower for like, I stayed in the shower for like 2 hours. Like, you know what I mean? That was like the best feel. Like, don't nobody really want to live on the streets, you know what I mean?
You know, I gotta go to the penthouse. How far back? I was homeless in 2014 to 2018. Parents passed away, came down here and stayed with my auntie. That didn't work out. A couple of tents for about a year and a half under the bridge. In the wintertime, it get harsh, oh my God.
So what were you thinking when you're homeless? How did it feel?
I felt alone, scared, terrifying. Like when I make it through the night, the next day I'll get robbed or get shot. That's how I felt. My mom passed in 2010, and after that, about 3 years later, in 2012, my dad blew his brains out.
Are you on disability?
Yeah. I just started getting out like a year and a half ago. Yeah, I like it out here. I'm so grateful. I cry to God so much that he blessed me here, that God got me on block. Like, he don't take my email no more. I'm just straight on block. You know, I cry too much to him. In other words, I'm making it sound funny, but I can't handle depressed. If I be unhappy, I'd be on suicide thoughts. I can't handle depression. So I have to be happy in my mood all day. That's what keeps me going and motivated. But and it's like serenity here. I'm so glad I'm so happy here. Yeah, it's like serenity. Not for a bachelor. This called a man pad.
See that?
what made me hopeful is like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel now. Because like I said, I was in a dark place where I actually like even thought about killing myself several times. You feel me? Because I felt hopeless. But when I started seeing like other people seeing the better in me, like how can I not see the better in myself?
That's cool.
So there's this Invisible
Crazy
People
the things
project.
that we take for granted.
Yeah, absolutely. And they did a bunch of videos on SafeHouse Atlanta or SafeHouse Outreach Center, which is where a lot of this social media comes from. But yeah, it's one thing that I learned very quickly when doing street ministry. It's just a series of bad choices. There are people just like you and me who, through a series of mistakes, a series of bad choices, they end up in a place of homelessness. And sometimes they got to live that life for a little while before they decide that they need help and they want to get clean and they want to get off the streets. Some people don't ever make it to that point. But if not for ministries like this, it would be even harder for them to transition out of that. Ministries like this feed people, even in the midst of their homelessness and their bad decisions and their bad choices. They're kind, they're generous, they are giving them hope just through the simple act of serving them a meal, a hot meal in the wintertime or whatever. And then for those that are ready to transition and change, they have those opportunities to do so. So, I mean, without getting too much of the heartstrings and too deep into this, but I just would encourage everybody, once again, give to these ministries. You know, some people support Salvation Army, they support these big, United Way, this, that, or the other. Not saying that those people don't do good, but what I'm telling you is that money is way better resourced and used on the local level when you find a ministry like this that's in your neighborhood, helping real people right where they are, instead of going to pay for the administrative overhead and the cost of a big national organization. So if you're looking to give, if you're looking to support these, and even more so than giving, if you don't have money to give, volunteer their time. Ministries like this are always looking for volunteers.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to start crying, but
It's something else that
go ahead, Katelyn.
something else that you said, John, that like resonates, and is the fact that, you said though when you first saw them back in the day, they were a lot smaller. Imagine if they would not have kept going. They are probably like, I can tell you, we think this sometimes the things that we're doing. That whatever we're doing, it's not, like, we talk to ourselves like, oh, it's not going to grow, or it's too small, or it's not going to gain traction, or this, that, the other, no matter what it is, whether it's your job, whether it's a company you're trying to do, a business that you're trying to create, a book you're trying to write, or whatever, the impact, it's like, oh, it's small. But look at the time that has lapsed and the amount of people and the growth that they've had. So, as a word of encouragement to whoever's listening, and even us, hosting the podcast, stick with it. Don't give up, because especially if you have God in the midst of it, nothing's impossible. But you can grow, it can flourish, it can multiply. Look at the loaves of bread and fish that Jesus multiplied to many. Imagine what he can do. If he can do with a little, imagine what we can do with what we have. So give it time.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's not just to make an impact on the people that are in need. I spent a small piece of my life working with this ministry, and it has had a lasting impact on me personally and everything that I do even to this day. This is, again, one of those things that I was talking about earlier in the podcast. What I learned doing and serving here has helped shape and influence the advice and the kingdom purpose statements that I'm giving now to people at influential positions. And if it weren't for those days spent working in these ministries, I would have a different concept of what kingdom purpose is and kingdom mission. And to me, I don't know. This is where Jesus would be in my heart. Like, we have these big churches, we have these awesome services and all these equipment and big shows and good preachers and this, that, or the other. And a lot of times we show up on Sunday morning and we expect to just be served and to receive, but the true work is done out here. And I know a lot of good pastors that feel that same way. It's, Sunday morning is a thing that we do, but what happens outside of those four walls the rest of the week is where ministry truly happens. And your heart should be turned towards those things. Sunday morning is great. It's a celebration. I tell my wife all the time, it's a pep rally for Jesus. It's a pep rally for Christians. It's a time to get hype. It's a time to get some good word. It's a time to be encouraged. It's a time for that type of celebration. But real kingdom ministry, real kingdom work happens when you leave those doors and you go back to your life and the people that you meet and talk to every day and see on the street, see in the grocery store, see wherever you're going. That's the time that real ministry happens. So, but anyway, I digress. SafeHouse Outreach, if you have money to donate, highly encourage. I trust this ministry. I know this ministry. They do good work. If you can volunteer. If you're in another big city, again, find a local ministry doing the same and donate and volunteer there. That's the best way to use your financial resources and your time. So, ooh, getting a little verklempt over that, but I don't know. It's just I've just been too much time in my head over the last week and a half about purpose. Like Katelyn, you were saying, don't weary in well doing. Don't become weary in doing good. You're literally creating opportunities for God to move. You're still doing good, even if it's small, but you're creating an opportunity for God to do something even more with that small little thing. The little boy bringing his fish and his loaves of bread turned into a miracle that was written down and has been told for thousands of years because he was willing to give what he had. Sorry.
It's like the tacos. It's like those little tiny thing, the little small act of kindness that we can do today. Is God is the multiplier. He can take it and knows the impact that it'll have on whoever that act of kindness is going to. So whatever seems small to you is a boulder to somebody else. So that act of kindness, that kind word, that the fact that you notice them where they don't feel invisible, it can go a long way in someone's life. And it's, John, you partially quoted one of my favorite scriptures, Galatians 6:9. Don't grow weary in doing good, for at just the right time you'll reap a harvest if you do not give up.
Absolutely.
And I truly believe that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's good.
So I have a swag recommendation, John.
Yeah. Happy tears.
I think that we should get little tissue packs with a sticker that has like happy tears and like John or something.
That's so funny.
That actually might be really cool. Like with every merch purchase, we just take one of those little Kleenex packs and throw a sticker on it and send it with every merch purchase.
I'll add one to your bucket of forks.
My bucket of forks. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I wasn't expecting that creator to hit me as hard as it did, but like as I'm talking about it, I'm just remembering. I gotta stop. Stop. If you want to see more tears and hear more sniffles,
hey,
keep following us because unfortunately or fortunately, this is a regular occurrence. We get all emotional. It reminds me. So when we were back in Virginia, my son came with us to surprise his grandparents and spend some time with them. But he also got to meet with one of my good friends, Katelyn, Delegate Cherry. He serves in the Virginia House of Representatives, and he has followed a kind of a same path that Isaac's interested in doing with Air Force and then potentially pastor service, and then even potentially even into politics. And so he comes home from his interview with Delegate Cherry, and I asked him, like, how did it go? And his first comment was, Dad, I think he cries more than you do when he starts talking about God.
Oh man,
And
That's
it's true. Mike and I, we're the same. Like we start talking about the things of God, and it's horrible when we're together because we don't
We've
we don't
gotten
even
worse
just
over
start
the
saying
years.
one thing and we both start crying. It's a mess.
But the funny thing about Mike is the fact that he doesn't even get a word out before he starts crying.
Yep.
Like, he just thinks about the Holy Spirit and he starts weeping, and I think it's so precious. But the older you get, John, the more emotional you get
I'm noticing that as well.
about it.
Yeah. Well.
Yep. Strap in.
Anyway. So, in this moment of weakness and sniffling, is there a manly minute that's waiting in here, or do we have a bright side that we want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I've got one that's funny because
And
it's
I
kind of
do
like,
have a bright side.
yeah.
All right. It's been
yeah.
a minute, so let's do these things.
Let's do it.
Let's do manly minute here. Do this and that, and then we'll hit this.
Matt's Manly Minute.
Hello. It's funny that we've been on this topic for a little bit because actually before we even started, I was thinking about my time when we were doing global missions work and just kindness. And I just was remembering back to when we were ministering in Brazil for a period of time, and we were really just, I would go out with our contacts there and we would just drive out into like no man's land. We were staying in northern Brazil, so not like the rainforest, but there's like actual like desert in northern Brazil, and there's just little villages like kind of way off the beaten path. And I was the only one who spoke English in the car at this point in time, so I was like heavily leaning into Google Translate. I spoke broken Spanish, so one of the guys in our car spoke Spanish, and he could kind of translate to Portuguese because that's the language in Brazil. So it was fun. We had a great time trying to communicate, and but it worked out. But as we're driving, I see this guy. He's carrying this huge log like on his shoulders, and so I tell him like, stop the car, like let's get out and like help this guy. I don't know why he's carrying this tree on his shoulders. And so
He was
yeah,
just
we
working
get
out, man. He was just trying to get some
No.
gains, dude.
Well, that's the thing is he was an older guy, like, and so he just looked like this frail older dude. I actually have a picture of him on my Instagram from years back. And yeah, so I just managed to ask like, what's going on? Like, why are you carrying this? And can we help? And he just started to explain how his house had recently burned down, and he was just gathering material to try to rebuild a place to stay. And so we helped him carry some logs back to the spot where his house had been, and he had been sleeping outside for months. And in this area, there's cougars, there's some like wildcats and stuff out there, so it's not like the safest place to just be sleeping out in the open air. And so we helped him carry these materials, like these big old logs, back to his property. And then we had some food, like nothing special, but just some simple like bread and like cheese and some other things. And we just sat there and shared a meal with him and just listened to his story. And so kind of fast forward a few days. I mean, we were in Brazil for a few months, and we were in this area, like the population was about 25,000 people. And we hit, I think, like every church in this area, every school. We like were just speaking it like everywhere. Doors just were opening up left and right. And so after we had encountered Leo, was his name, I just started sharing about that. Like, there's someone in your own community who like has been through this situation, and we were able to show him kindness and help him. But like, I want to encourage you to keep your eyes open for people who are in need, and to show kindness to them, show God's love to them. And just in sharing about that, little did I know, it started to gain traction in this town that we were staying in. So much so that several of the pastors like kind of got together and had a contact who's on this local radio, like owns the local radio station. And the thing about like where we were staying here in Brazil, it's like you don't have like TVs, like you don't sit in front of the TV and just whatever, like watch, like, but there was radios. A lot of people listen to the radio. A lot of people way out in the outskirt like villages, like they have radio, and so they'll just have the radio on. And they opened up the door. They're like, hey, we want to hear more of Leo's story. Would you get on our radio program and just share what you experienced? I'm like, I don't do this, but okay. So like
you do now.
Yeah, a couple days go by and like I'm sitting in this recording
Add
studio.
radio host to his repertoire.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So fast forward a few days and I have our translator with us at this point, and so we just start talking, and we just start talking about Leo's story, and just literally explained, like, I saw him and just felt in my heart like God he saw him, he noticed him in that moment of need, and just in an act of kindness we wanted to get out and help him carry these logs. Like that's literally what it started with, because we saw this frail older guy just carrying this load that no one should have to do by themselves. And so I got to share for 20 or 30 minutes on this radio program.
That's awesome.
And it was amazing. So, our time kind of came to an end there, but the goal was to just, hey, if anyone wants to volunteer, like, go visit him, like, spend some time with him, like, if he's building, like, go help him build. Like, I didn't really know what encouragement to give, because it's not necessarily like a well-to-do area per se. So it wasn't like there's just abundant finances in this inner town to begin with. But the cool thing is, I mean, in the weeks after we got back home to the States, our contacts there, our friends who live in Brazil, they start like just communicating with us. Hey, you'll never guess what happened, but there's a local construction company that heard the story and wanted to partner and build Leo a house. And so like awesome. The different churches, people start giving towards the building of Leo's house, and by like the end of that year, all the funds had been raised, all the materials had been purchased or donated to build this guy's house. And like, long story short, they were able to build it, and he lived in that house within like 6 months of us encountering him.
That's crazy.
So it was so cool, and I just felt like
you brought the fish and the bread in that moment.
Yeah.
And look how God multiplied that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's an honor to, like, even just in that situation, just to be used. Like, I didn't anticipate any of that happening. It was just, I saw this guy carrying literally a log on his shoulders. I'm like, let's stop and help this guy, because this is crazy. And just got to just share God's love with him. And then that just spiraled into an entire community rallying around him and championing that vision to rebuild his home. So you never know. Like, just, I think in all the conversations we've had tonight, you don't know, like, the conversations you're having, the rooms that you find yourself in. Like, I've learned through experiences like this, like, God can work in any situation, and he can use any conversation, any person. Like, you don't know the networking that's taking place.
Yep.
Not that you go into it with any motives like that, but like, God can truly, like, string a story together out of nothing.
Absolutely.
And so always, like, just be ready. Like, go into life with expectancy, because that's, I think, that's the lesson I've learned is when you're, obviously, you live a life of kindness. Like, you just also, you're aware, you're observant, you're being mindful of people in need around you, and you just, who knows what God can do in those situations. So yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
That's
also
awesome.
very manly of you to help him lift a log.
This was before I started, like, training, like, in any, like, official capacity. So I was like a string bean, like, weak dude. But maybe that's what motivated me. Like, if I'm gonna run into more people like this, I need to be in better shape to carry some logs.
All right, that's been Matt's Manly Minute.
Matt's Manly Minute.
That's crazy, dude. Like, it's the opportunity. It's crazy how you had multiple opportunities to not listen to the Spirit.
Yeah.
Right? You could have just kept going. You had to probably Google Translate a request to pull over to help the guy, right? And then you had an opportunity where God yet again put in front of you, hey, go on this radio show. There, a lot of people probably would have been like, it's not for me. I don't want to do that. But you did it anyway. I don't know if you were scared or not, but you did it scared, and it's one of those things that it's like, when God opens doors in front of you, even though it may be making you uncomfortable or it's out of your normal, what you would expect. Walk through those doors because you don't know what God's going to do with that. And it's crazy that you were bringing that up because, I mean, that's, again, bringing back to what we were talking about at the beginning of the podcast. That's how I ended up in that situation, talking to the people that I was talking at, is through a series of choices of yeses and following God and people that I know and connections that have brought me to that place in that moment for such a time as this. And if I had said no, if I hadn't started this business, if I hadn't taken the leap to leave a career and try to do this thing, I wouldn't have had this opportunity. You know, and along the way, there's all these terrifying things and choices that you have to make sometimes. But trusting the Lord and, like you said, living a life of kindness, it can take you into some crazy situations and places, all for the kingdom.
Imagine
all for His
what
glory.
this podcast is going to do.
Hey.
From your lips to God's ears. So we're an hour and 15 in. Katelyn, do you want to do a bright side or do you want to wrap it up? It's up to you.
I have a quick one. Because it's not mine. We have our first admission.
Oh, really? Dun, dun, dun. All right. Yeah, we'll definitely do that then. Here we go. I am working on updating our intro, and I will update the little caption right side thing there too, because I know you probably cringe every time you see that picture of yourself. So anyway, go ahead.
No worries. But welcome to the bright side moment where we can highlight either one of our 3 moments throughout our week or a memory that we have where something was doom and gloom, frustrated, no matter how tiny it was. And we're going to flip it to the bright side, flip our mindset on it to think of the positive, just like we flip our feeds. So thanks to Emily for submitting her bright side moment. Yay, Emily! She sent it to me, so I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to paraphrase. Because Emily, you have a lot of details in here that I'm not going to share. Your personal business, okay? But,
yeah, she's probably cringing at the moment. Don't share everything. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Emily's an open book just like I'm an open book, so I'm going to, pare it back. But she was having some health issues, and she was having to get a very invasive test done to check through her stomach and everything that she had going on. And she was very fearful. We prayed for weeks on this because she found out she needed to get a test. They found some concerns because colon cancer runs in her family. Nice. And she's only 30. So she was just she suffered through all the prep of those tests that she had to have a camera go and look at everything. They did find a nodule and some things that they were concerned about. And then they found an infection or what appeared to be an infection. She was having some issues. But here's the bright side. They caught it early enough after doing some testing that they were able to catch her appendix infection early enough to where she didn't have to have her appendix removed.
No way.
That's good.
So she was able to be put on antibiotics quickly.
Wow.
So all that to say, she said her bright side moment was the fact that even though she had to go through the vulnerability of at 31 prepping for a test that's very invasive and all of the doom and gloom of the worrisome.
Right.
Because of that test, they were able to find something that, having not had that, they were able to give some quick, easy medication, some antibiotics, controlled her infection in her appendix, where she didn't have to get her appendix emergency removed. So
that's crazy.
She was very grateful of that. It was an answer to prayer. We were praying for weeks on that, on Bible and Bling on Tuesdays. And so she's grateful. And, so.
That's
awesome.
That's awesome.
And if you have your bright side moment, please. And I feel like my face is glitching out. And it's creeping me out.
It was zoomed in on your eye there for a second. A little
Quasimodo
thing going there for a moment.
Look like Cindy Lou Who from Elf there for a second.
It's been doing that all podcast. And
You are
it's freaking me
deformed.
out.
I
It's
am
like-
deformed.
There it goes again. It's like the Picasso. It's like
I like
the
it,
crazy.
yeah.
Anyways, if you have
I
your
like it.
own bright side moment, I'm gonna try
Picasso.
to sit very still. You send us your bright side moment either in the comments or message us on one of our platforms. Use hashtag bright side moment and we will share yours. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out to M for
Yeah.
being our
Yeah.
first official.
Thanks, Emily.
Our first official bright side moment from a follower of the podcast and friend, not just a follower, a friend of the podcast. So that's been Bright Side with Katelyn.
Oh, the green.
The green glow has returned, so we all know what that means. It is time to pick our next completely diverse and not related whatsoever topic. Two other
Please
topics
do tenderness. Please do tenderness.
that we have
I
been
have
doing
a
for the
creator for
past
tenderness.
6 months.
Yeah. Let's see what it is today.
Yeah. So,
Hey, that's been a long time.
let
feels
me
like
make
It's
sure
been
that
whole
that long,
week.
guys.
kindness
Whole
is
week
not
at
on here.
least.
So let me just make sure here. Okay, it's not. There are still some of these that are very similar.
Ooh, like wholesome
I
and
feel like we've done hope
Sunshine.
already. Have we not done hope already?
We have not. Hold on. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure. No, we haven't done hope. We haven't done hope. Even though we did do. What was the one we did twice? Smile.
Smile.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did smile twice. So, I am looking
I either
for
want for this one.
curiosity. I want curiosity this time.
That would be a good one. I want tenderness because I already have a creator for that one. I've been waiting to use. I also we just passed it.
Matt doesn't care.
Yeah,
He just
I
wants
would
the
like
wheel to go away.
creativity.
He wants to get through all the topics so we can move on to something else.
my topics of choice. Aliens.
So that's hold on, rabbit, squirrel. We won't talk about that. I've got a plan for something else there. But all right, so let's go ahead and spin this wheel, shall we? Let's try to sync it up. Again, it's gonna sound weird to you guys, but I'm gonna adjust my talking to you, and it'll sync up. It worked. I don't know if it doesn't matter. All right.
I don't know if it worked.
So let's
We'll try it.
let's go
Very
ahead
nice
and
Spin
that.
That wheel.
Ew.
It worked for me and Matt, but
So
Caitlin
bad.
was off.
I don't know.
I told you. Mine
No.
is very delayed today.
Oh,
Yay.
inspiration.
I should have saved my fork guy for this week.
I'm excited to see what Matt's going to come up with next week. Okay, so inspiration is the theme for our 32nd. I can't believe I'm saying that. Episode 32 will be inspiration. That's kind of cool. So, any final thoughts as we close things down? Wrap things up, however we want to say
Spread
that.
kindness.
I looked up a couple of quotes, so I'll read them all for you now. Just kidding. No, one of them is actually a Tolkien quote, which I thought was pretty cool. He's the Lord of the Rings guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I've found that it is the small everyday deed of ordinary folks that keep the darkness at bay. Small acts of kindness and love.
Yep. Absolutely.
Love that.
That's a great way to end. That's how we should start ending the podcasts, with quotes on the theme. Matt,
Ooh,
that's
I
your
like it.
thing. You get to find a quote for every theme.
Love it.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure.
We'll help you if we have to.
Thanks.
So, thank you guys once again for hanging out and watching the podcast with us, listening to it. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that now. Hit the thumbs up and smash the notification bell. And like I say every time, if you enjoy it, if we made you laugh, if I made you cry with my verklempt emotionalism, share it with a friend. Laugh with us or at us. It doesn't matter. Just share it. We appreciate you guys being here, and we hope that we have given you some great creators that will help you flip your feeds and turn your doom scrolling into hope scrolling. Any final thoughts, Katelyn, Matt?
I left it on the field tonight, Coach.
Left it all on the field, huh? All right. Well, in the immortal words of Bill and Ted from The Excellent Adventure, rock on. Peace out.
Light mode, turn that frown around. Bright side vibes bouncing all around. Hopes bursting out, laughter everywhere. Packed with pure joy, we're taking you there. Light mode, wonder we bring. Good times forever, hear us sing. Feel the beat. Flip your feet.